Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Jeremy R, the Kung Fu Guy, and I have a series of special videos I've recorded just to talk about back to school and how to help students achieve more, be happier, be healthier, be safer, be wealthier, and be wiser. So we're going to talk about study habits, we're going to talk about our own attitude, and we're going to talk about dealing with bullies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Back to School 2012. And I have a couple tips for you today. Talk about how to improve some study habits, how to improve your grades, simply and easily. Okay, so these are some of the things we want to learn in Kung Fu and martial arts. Is all about understanding where to put our focus. Okay, so three quick tips. Number one is dealing with physical. Physical, we want to look at where are we looking. When we're talking with somebody, when our teacher's talking to us, our parents are talking to us, where should we be looking? Should we be looking at what everyone else is what everybody else is wearing? Should we be worried about looking around who's sitting next to whom and who's saying what? Or when we're in classes, when the teacher's talking to us, should we be looking the teacher in the eyeballs? And that's actually the first secret. It's a physical skill to improve our grades. When someone's talking to you, look them square in the eyes. Now, if that's a little disconcerting, a little uncomfortable, you can look them in the nose, bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, or sometimes even at the mouth. But the idea is I want to look at who's talking to me. I'm more likely to get everything they're telling me. I'm less likely to see who's all around me and what's going on and be distracted. The other benefit is teachers will tell you when they are looking out and talking to the class and they have somebody looking at them, and of course not the 1,000-yard stare and no blinking and a little bit of drool. But when teachers look out and they see students that are writing notes and looking back up and paying attention, looking the teacher in the eyeballs, it helps the teachers feel good inside. It helps them to feel warm, big, and happy. And when teachers feel warm, big, and happy, how are they going to help you feel? Exactly right, warm, big, and happy. So that's the first step. Talk about how to improve our grades is where we put our eyes. We want to focus our eyes on whoever's talking to us. Second thing is a mental thing. Okay, now we talk about when it comes to study habits, come to practicing things. Little secret, if you're allowed to take your books home, take them home over the weekend, read the next chapter or whatever it is you're going to cover in the next week, read it one time through. And don't try to come to conclusions or try to figure out, well, this means this and this has to, don't get too caught up in all that stuff. And words you can't pronounce, just kind of flah, 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 and keep moving forward. But is the idea, you read this stuff ahead of time, you get a chance to hear it, you get a chance to kind of process it inside your head. See, here's what happens when you're learning things, is you've got different neurons, different parts of your brain are all the different things doing different things, and when you hear something brand spanking new, you learn something brand spanking new, I never knew that before. And what happens is, inside your head, these little connections, they line up, and they connect to each other, and now there's this new network running through your head, there's this new wiring system. And a lot of times when you hear something new, it triggers some thoughts. And you think about, well, if that's true, then, well, that connects to this thing over here, and this over here, and back and then around over here, and down inside. Ooh. But what happens is, first time you've heard something, you sometimes step out of the moment. You step out of what's going on, and you're inside here, and you're going, oh, dude, but then that means, and then, what'd you say? Huh? Right, and the teachers get upset, parents get upset because they're like, are you even listening to me? Do you even know what I'm saying to you? No, but I'm having a fantastic experience in my head. I'm learning stuff. It's awesome. So is the idea, if you pre-frame, if you go through and just kind of get some awareness of this stuff, get a basic idea of the terrain and here's where the pieces are and how the pieces go together, kind of, sort of, when the teacher's actually teaching you, it locks in much better, much faster because it's your second time. And the secret to learning anything is repetition. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Right? One of the things we teach when it comes to martial arts is, do you want to do things only to the point that you do it right? Or do you want to train it to the point you don't get it wrong? Because see, if it's life and death, and you get it wrong, you're not so much fun. So, as a black belt and beyond, we want to focus, how can I get to that point? I never get it wrong. That's the idea. It's what professionals do, it's what black belts and beyond do. Colored belts, amateurs, they train just so they can get it right. Once they get it right, they're like, woohoo! So sometimes younger people get bored doing something repetitiously because I already know how to do this. Yeah, but you're not very good at it. That doesn't tend to motivate people very much. So is the idea, well, let's change the process, let's adjust the stress and see if you can get it until you don't get it wrong. That's a bigger challenge. So first step was focusing my eyes, which is I got to know where to look. And when someone's talking to me, I should look at their earlobe. I should look at their collar. I should look at their eyeballs. exactly right, eyeballs. Second step is mental. Think about and read the information ahead of time. Okay, and then the last one is emotional. And is to recognize two things. Number one is recognize when you begin the school year, your grades are 100%. Or they're 0. I mean, they're equally true statements. Which one's more motivating? That you begin the school year with nothing, or you begin the school year with straight A's? Right, begin the school year with straight A's is a little bit more motivating. It's like, yeah, I got straight A's! Now the truth is, you tell the teacher you deserve less by what you don't do. If you don't pay attention, if you don't study, if you don't listen, if you don't do your homework and you don't turn it in, then you're telling the teacher you deserve lower grades, and that's what you will get. You will get lower grades. But if you choose to stay focused and practice your homework and turn things in and actually do it first, you'll be more successful. Right? That was one of my challenges was, this stuff is beneath me. It's busy work. I get the idea. Don't waste my time. So I did the homework, but I didn't turn it in. Great. And who does that help exactly? Because it didn't help me. So third part is dealing with emotions. The two pieces. The first is just recognize your own attitude. Recognize your own way of approaching your studying. Realize you're already at straight A's, and if you choose to do less, then you choose to get lower grades. It's that simple. And then the last piece on the emotional, the other side of it, this is more for teachers and adults, but realize kind of what you're doing sometimes when you're working with people. In second grade, I taught myself how to write cursive about 6 weeks ahead of time. And not only I taught myself cursive, I taught the young lady sitting next to me, I taught her how to do cursive too. And I got in a lot of trouble for that. What? I got in trouble for being excited about learning. I got in trouble for being proactive and about taking control and ownership of my education. Yes, because you will be a peg and you will fit our box and you will do things the way we want you to do it. Now, I was never labeled as ADD, ADHD, even though I ran into traffic when I was 4. I was just a high energy kid. Thanks, Mom. So realize that sometimes somebody's really excited about things and they're coloring outside of your lines. Maybe that's their lines. Maybe they have a bigger set than what you see. They see a bigger view of the world, or they're looking at things slightly different. So do we really want to squash that creativity, or do we want to encourage it? Okay, so just 3 quick tips I wanted to share with you about how to improve your grades quickly and easily. Number 1, just focus your eyes on who's talking to you. Look them in the eyeballs. Number 2 is how you think about things and review the information first before you actually go through it. And then 3rd is emotional. So we have a physical, we have a mental, we have emotional. And the emotional, 2 parts. Recognize your attitude towards learning and recognize the attitude you're giving to other people about learning. Alright, so that's what I want to share with you today. Please share this far and wide. This will definitely help students the world over because, oh wait, is this only for young students or is this for older students as well? Right, it's for all students. That's the idea. Okay, so if something is really applicable, it should be able to apply, younger and older. It shouldn't matter. No, this is a special case. True is true. You see it, you see it. You don't see it, you don't see it. So, enjoy yourself. Let me know how it goes. Feel free to leave comments down below. Give me feedback. I definitely enjoy hearing from you ladies and gentlemen and knowing, yeah, this is valuable or this is a complete waste of time. Show me how to trash bozos. And that's okay too, because that's a lot of fun. And I'm actually going to start doing some videos more on the personal protection side as well. So, you enjoy your day, and you make it a fantastic day out there. I'll see you when I see you.